Hello, Papercut here, doing another replay review, this time of Birdboom5, who I actually reviewed before. I reviewed him back a while ago when he was in Plat, and now he has reached Diamond, and he wants me to look at one of his wins, which I'm very excited to do. I'm excited to see how he's improved. I remember in his last review, we talked a lot about the need for macro, the need to follow up when he's got an advantage. He was playing an opposite player he lost to, and the big reason he lost was because when he established an advantage and was aggressive, he didn't camp out on resources. He let the opposite player get back into the game and didn't follow up well enough. So I'm interested to see how he does here. He does win this one, so I'm really excited to point out what he has done better, where he's improved upon, as well as what are some things he can do better. So we're going to hop in and get started. So first thing on opening, we always look at how clean is the build order, how good is the scouting pattern. Looking good, looking good. I fear if you scout out that far down, you're not going to get back in time. Usually you want to cut in about here and take this whole side for yourself. Cut back up and in, drop off, and now you're checking your opponent's side and just watching what they're doing here. And getting that scouting to know when they're opening up, what are they doing. So I'm interested to see, did you get back in time? That's going to be the key here. But build order's clean. Ugh! Just in time, wow. Okay. Never mind. Never mind on my end then. Okay, so the key here, we're playing against Abbasid. Abbasid is going to want to boom, and their goal... Almost lost that scout. That was close. Goal of Abbasid here is that they're going to really want to boom. They're going to want to go 2 TC or 3 TC even against you and survive. They can survive and then push out. Boom. This was such a key thing for you to see right here. Key thing for you to see right here. This is, what you don't know, the military wing. This means that he's going to face 2 spearmen and 2 archers. Abbasid will often do this against French because this allows them to defend their second TC setup, or to even aggress back onto you and to kind of put you on your back foot. So now you know what's going to happen. Let's see how you respond to that, or how you still try to pressure them with this defense going on. It's also be checking your own strategy here. Is what we're going to want to see here. Notice that, and you put up walls. I don't know about these walls. I guess it's okay. It's okay because this is a really cheap wall to put up. It does take away an avenue for them to poke with archers. So it's fine. It's fine. The goal would be you don't need to do it because of your aggression with your knight, but we'll see. Which, speaking of which, one hole in your build here is you really need to have 1 knight coming out of the School of Cavalry the second you finish. This means that you didn't have enough on food when you aged up. Your goal should be that you have enough food, 140 right on age up, to be able to pop out a knight immediately. Right now your build suggests to me that you're going to go in all in. It suggests that to me because you have 5 on wood right now, you're keeping your 4 on gold, and potentially you're just going to try to aggress with 1 TC, which can work, but you have to be efficient and move quickly. You also went wheelbarrow first. I think it's more important to get the first knight out first and then go wheelbarrow, personally for me. I think it's better to get that 1 knight out first. Because, like, if you had hit the knight first instead of the wheelbarrow, you could be hitting these villagers already. And once he chases you, you just keep rotating around and make him chase you around. Because at night, things are okay. You're dropping the stable back at home. I like this spread. You know that you're going to want to make archers. Archers cost a lot of wood. You want to get 12 to 14 on wood and then back onto food and keep going up on food. And then eventually to gold. When you're low on gold, you want to make continuously more and more knights. Let's see how you use this knight here. One thing I want to shout you on, you are constantly rotating with your scout. Huge. You're constantly moving around. I've seen you rotate around with your scout multiple times. Just kind of doing this like half circle around and around. That's huge. You know what your opponent's constantly doing. It's much better than the first time. The first time, remember, I watched you play, you only scouted and you came back, you left your scout at home. So this is much better. Much better. Okay, wow. Huge catch. You knew that his military was chasing your scout. You came in, nabbed a villager, and you are outie. Amazing. Nice job. Also, spears are slow, right? You know spears are here? This would be a good time to rotate and hit them right at the berry patch here. Get your second knight coming out. A huge strategy for the French is to have the knights separated. So you have one knight hitting here. He's chasing you. One knight hitting here. Now he's chasing you. If you can stop this TC even, oh, massive. Where you rally the archers to a midpoint. Where do you think you're going to attack? Do you think you want to keep them off Golden Stone? Rally your archers to, like, here. In fact, rallying your archers here is a good neutral spot because you can either attack north or south based off that rally point. You're going to wish your archers were farther up, is what I think. Oh, no, here they come. You changed it. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, this is where the 8 p.m. becomes huge. This is huge. Forcing him to drop his TC here instead of, like, on these berries or this area up here is massive because he's just going to run low on food. Like, right now, his only food are these berries and the sheep he has under his TC right here. So you've already gotten a lot of value out of these two knights. Now, the goal here is that he can't protect his gold, so his best move right here is to fast castle. Like, he's got to, because he won't have the food and he won't have the units to fight you off if you keep producing units. So your only goal right here is just to sit on your production. So far, this has been executed beautifully. Outside, I mean, we could always macro better. You have a lot of gold right here. So you should be getting, you need to drop a blacksmith and get upgrades. You need to be using that gold. Or maybe getting economic upgrades. I know you got wheelbarrow, which is by far the most important one, right? But let's see, did you get... Yeah, get broadaxe. And you also want to get survival techniques for when you go out on the deer, because going on the deer is going to be the thing you want to do immediately. In fact, with this map control, you should be on the boar already. My suggestion is that once you've established that he's stuck in his base, you take 8 bills, walk out here, get on the boar, and you're pumping. But you're in a great position, and that's because you scouted, you attacked where there was an opening, and you force your opponent to react to you and put yourself in a better position. Oh, don't lose the knight! No! Oh! It happens. It happens. It happens. But you now have 2 goals here. This knight you should put this knight on patrol right here and leave him here. The patrol, what that does is that makes sure that if he tries to move out onto, like, he should literally be patrolling from here to here. Because what that does is that makes sure that he goes on the berries, you know, if he goes on the deer, you know. And then you should rally your forces down here and push this TC. Because if you destroy this TC, it's game over. You block out his gold, you destroy his second TC advantage, and you win. That's your win condition now. Keep him off the food up here, push him up here. Putting your knight on D patrol from here to here would complete that. But minor stuff compared to what I've seen in previous games. You're circling him around right now, no need. Keep him on the food source. You want to keep him on that food source. Putting a scout here also works too. I love that. Do you have a, yes, you built. I love that. You built a second scout put right here. That's huge. That's huge. Big stuff. Getting siege engineering. Do you have? Okay. You need siege engineering, and then the most important upgrade you need is iron undermesh. You got decarbonization first, and here's the thing. You don't need decarbonization for knights. Think about what does +1 do for you. You already get 19, 20. It's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal for spears, but what's better for you is iron undermesh because that defends against TC fire, and steeled arrow because your archers going from 5 to 6 is a much larger improvement damage-wise than you going from 19 to 20 on your knights. Man, your opponent is so screwed. Both his berry patches right here. Yoinks. Okay, good. You notice you need to run away. You also need knights. Why are we producing knights? Because right now you have no front line. Your knights should be up here with your archers. Tanking. Because right now if he goes horseman, your archers just die. So your options are you either drop a barracks and go spears too. Better option would just be you need to start producing knights. Part of the reason is because you put too many on wood. So here's the macro issue. To produce as many archers is great and all. 20 on wood's a little bit too much. I think 16 to 18 on wood. And you need more on food, so you can potentially be producing knights. You need more on gold to keep producing knights as well. Because right now that's what you're lacking in your game. And they built a 30 TC mass, super greedy. Ooh, nice, nice. And you can't... You made him cancel his 3rd TC, you son of a gun. Beautifully done. If your APM's a little... If you think you can handle it, you send this knight in right here. Nah, no need. No need. Save him. I'm being greedy. You forcing him to cancel TC is good enough. You need your scout at this point to walk in and see what's he doing here. Has he built a stable? He has. He's built a stable. 2 stables. Man, you are... Okay, this is prime position here. You are forcing him to be so base-based, and he's losing all this wood on building farms. My minor push is that you should be producing way more. Let's look what happened here. You have 24 on wood, and now you have 714 wood. And you've lost production. You haven't been producing enough units. It looks like you decided to go second TC. I don't know why. You've actually accomplished, like, a second TC is nice and all. Your second TC just delays your push, and right now your opponent's on their back foot. They're stuck. They have no food. They are having to build farms. They're building stables. He's out of resources, is what this is telling you. You should be doing pedal to the metal. You going second TC is actually buying him time. Imagine if this was 2 barracks, and now you have archers, spearmen, and knights. Or if you had dropped a second stable, and you're producing double knights, double archers. If these resources were units, you could attack right now and win. You should have too many on wood, and you need a macro check and go, I need to be making more units, I need more production, I need more on food, more on gold. Because he has the chance to actually push you back and overwhelm you here. Nice pick off. See, look, you can't actually defend this. Oh, huge. Huge. That's why you kept them here for that exact moment. He feels very Buxton right now. Where's your food? And see what's happened here? Now you're not making villagers. You put your... What actually would have been a better move is these villagers need to just go on this deer immediately, and you take a clutch of like 8 villagers from your wood and build the TC and put on the board. But really, what I do is when I notice I have a bunch of wood, and I have enough production, I could drop more production, is that I'll just grab a clutch of wood villagers and move them onto a food source and keep rallying to wood. But now, because of this, you're not making villagers, you're not making units, and you've stalled now because of that decision of using your food villagers onto this. And he just gives up. Here's what I said. You did a great job. You did a great job. A better Absid player breaks that because they are better with their resources. And he would have noticed you had 2 knights at the top, and he would have attacked those knights, pushed them away, and gobbled up the deer there to then get another wave of units, and your delay would have got him back in the game, in my opinion. Small thing. So to summarize that idea, you really need to make sure you are watching your macro at all times, and moving the correct units to the correct resources. So in this case, you have way too much wood, move them to food, move them to gold, and keep making units, because you actually, once again, you actually held your advantage much better. You did a much better job of that, which is why you won. But when you're going to get against better competition, you actually need to keep making units. If you want to do a second TC, do that from the jump. Make 1 knight, go second TC. If you don't want to do second TC, you should just be making units and going all in. But Birdboom, great job, man. Really happy to see the improvement. And good luck on your future games.